Hi, hello, and welcome to Taskmaster. Everybody's here. They're all throwing their hands up in the air. They wave it like they just can't. They just don't care after all. But I hope that we're all doing fantastic and welcome into a fantastic stream. Now, I read a quote the other day from Elizabeth Andrew that reads, "Volunteers do not necessarily have the time. They just have the heart." Well, after today, they may not have the sanity, but at least I'll be entertaining you for a good cause. So, introducing Chris42, Stickman VTuber, best friend Stickbug, favorite humor Slapstick, biggest fear Woodworm. And then we got Huds601, Sonic Speedrunner Extraordinaire. We may be buds 601. He loves to get into basketball to Suds 601. When he's scared, he yells crud 601, but at the end of a long night, he gives you hugs 601. I know, heckin' adorable. Then we got poisonhoarder, a ghostly VTuber who plays games like Stardew Valley, Minecraft, organizing like loads of ghostly block parties. They're sure to meet no dead ends. And then we have RPG, Hidden Wizard, another all-around Sonic lover and speedrunner. But for the rest of the night, I'm just going to call him Colin. Then we finally have Steel Rose, a game article writer, who I hope doesn't leave me a bad review for being such an excellent sport, and also an avid Dungeons and Dragons player. Then next to me, we have my assistant, my PA, but not just a PA. They're also a PAIN. It's Mindez.
Yes, thank you, Nico, and may I say that I am contractually obliged to say how good you look today.
Well, thank you.
Yes, welcome everybody to Mindez Does Taskmaster. We've all been working really hard behind the scenes to get this show for you today. It is an unofficial fan-made version of the TV show, and today we are here raising money for ACT, a charity that supports LGBTQ plus young people aged 16 to 25 in the UK who are facing or experiencing homelessness or living in hostile environments. They do this by supporting young people into safe homes and employment, education or training in a welcoming and open environment that celebrates LGBTQ identities. If you enjoyed the show today, please consider donating. All your donations through Tiltify will go directly towards the charity, and I'll also be matching subs and gifted subs to the value of £2 each, as well as any cheers that you might do throughout the show. There are incentives and giveaways throughout the rest of the month. Type !December for details on how to donate. We won't be reading out any donation messages during the show, but stick around after the show, where there'll be an after party, and we'll read out every message you received throughout the show. Please consider donating, because as I say, every contestant here has put in a massive amount of work in completing the tasks, just so that we can be here tonight entertaining you all. And with the serious bit over, I think it's time for some bants. So,
absolutely.
How are you?
I woke up about 2 hours ago, so a perfect environment for the right kind of mentality for watching some bizarre and entertaining content. I'm sure everybody here has done their tasks just perfectly, haven't they? I'd love to hear from you guys though.
Yeah.
Sure. That's very good. The confidence there is absolutely strife, and that's all I need for today. So let's talk about the prize tasks then, shall we?
Absolutely. So everybody's brought in a prize. The person who brings in the best prize is going to start the show with 5 points, and the winner of the show is going to take home 5 items. The category for today's prize task is the most Mindez-y item. Now, Mindez-y is defined as characterized by or abundant in Mindez, made of or containing Mindez, or similar to or like Mindez, according to the Oxford English Dictionary. So, yeah.
It's lovely that the Oxford Dictionary has a terminology for this as well. So I'm intrigued to see just the concept towards the analogy.
Absolutely. So, the person who brings in the Mindez-iest item will take home 5 points.
Right then, shall we start with Chris then? All right, tell us a bit more about yourself as well whilst we're at it.
Oh, all right. Well, hi there. I'm Chris. Usually I'm in a slightly thinner format. Usually I'm a virtual stickman, but today I'm showing up in this amazing fleshy avatar of mine, and I think it's going quite all right. And I'm ready to definitely wow the you. A glorious Taskmaster with all the ways we've solved things, and with my very Mindez-y prize, which unfortunately it doesn't contain any Mindez. I tried my best, but that wasn't unfortunately unavailable. let me start off with showing the wondrous piece that I've brought with me today. What we have here is a beautiful piece of custom-made art by the wonderful Anya and Crunch, which depicts a Sonic OC with various elements that I believe encapsulate Mindez very well. And of course, in the best Taskmaster fashion, put in a nice golden frame.
I do appreciate the golden frame. You do appeal to my heart a tiny bit there. Mindez, though, like you are almost like the partial decider towards this as well. What is your feelings towards this per se?
I mean, I've never had a Sonic OC before. I'm quite flattered, honestly.
Okay, that's good knowledge to say the least. Now, with the fact that like there is a lot of custom work put in towards this, I mean, obviously you didn't do your own efforts, which is obviously, you know, I have to theorize some point value for this as well. You did contractually get somebody else to do the work for you, but you did put it into your own frame, which is understandable in this justification. I would say, let's give or take 3 points for that as well. I mean, obviously there is a monetary value that has probably gone into this as well, and a monetary value for the frame. Let's give you 3 points for that. I reckon that sounds good to me. I
think well, usually we'd wait until we've seen all of them and then rank them.
I know how the show works, but we're gonna give this 1 point early, and then we're gonna give the rest of them just as like a little preliminary, just to tell you guys how this is gonna work. Okay?
Understood. I'm on my toes already. Excellent.
Exactly. I mean, like you're supposed to keep me in order, okay? Right, shall we move over to Huds then? Huds, tell us a bit more about yourself.
Hello, Taskmaster. Yes, my name is Huds. I am normally, as you say, a Sonic speedrunner. Tonight I am substitute teacher. I haven't even bothered doing the cuffs up, because why bother, you know? It's coming off in 2 hours, give or take, depending on how long the show goes for. Maybe it will come off in 2 hours if we're still going, and it'll be a celebration of some kind. Anyway, in terms of my Mindeziest item, I thought long and hard about this, and I thought, what sums up Mindez better than something eloquent, something, you know, incredibly tactful and useful, you know, so then I thought to myself, I know just the perfect thing. A mug. But not just any mug. An I Heart Spreadsheets mug. Because we all know how much Mindez loves their spreadsheets. The one thing I will say though is my actual mug, because believe it or not, I actually own one of these mugs, is unfortunately not here with me. It's still around my parents' house. So as you can see, I have done a proper British bodge job. You would never know that this is my wedding mug, believe it or not. and underneath it does say I can't even see what it says anymore because I've ruined it. It's some kind of random phrase that seems all cutesy and lovely for the ladies when they get married, like, you know, does my bum look big in this or something? I don't know. But anyway, I have bodged my wedding mug, my official wedding mug, with I Heart Spreadsheets in the name of Mindez. There you go.
So roll back a little bit, please. Roll back a second. So I've got a few questions towards this.
Yes, Taskmaster.
So how exactly have you put the I Love Spreadsheets on the wedding mug? And also, why the wedding mug? You could have chosen any other mug that you may have had in the vicinity of your household. Specifically, I mean, like, was it for show? Was it for the fact that you wanted to make it a little bit more special, or?
So in terms of how I did it, I acquired the I Heart Spreadsheets logo from the internet, paying the proper licensing fee of right-click save picture as.
NFTs, okay, got you. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, we went down the NFT route. I've then pasted that into paint.net, removed the background, put it into Word, printed it out, cut it out, and then used the finest grade pound shop sellotape in order to tape it to said mug. I think it's done a wonderful job. No one can barely tell. Look at that. Lovely. You'd never know.
From a distance, it looked absolutely fine, but the closer you show it, the more realization it actually has. So thank you for the clear, vivid view, to say the least.
As for why this mug in particular, it's the first mug I grabbed. It also, believe it or not, is the only mug that we have in the flat that is perfectly spherical.
Spherical.
Well, you know, it has a
Cylindrical is the word.
Cylindrical.
I'm gonna have to think about your points value there for not using the correct terminology, okay? Right, shall we move on to Poisonhoarder then? Poisonhoarder, tell us more about yourself also.
Okay, hello. I am, as you've already mentioned, usually a ghost. Today I'm a wizard. Enjoy my cloak. And there goes my duck. I have brought in a personalized, made by me, because what doesn't sum up Mindez more than creativity and originality? Piece of artwork. And Mindez, I believe you have that on show.
I certainly do.
So this is one of a kind, and I believe it emphasizes everything that is Mindez. You've got the hat, you've got the creativity, and naturally you do have terrible, bad ideas. I think that's pretty much all that needs to be said about this. I think it speaks for itself.
So, I've got one question as well, because we are here doing Mindez does Taskmaster, and you have put it together, you paired it together with bad ideas. Now, is that true to the representational of this environment right now, or are you going to save grace here?
I can speak only for myself, but I can confirm that I had some bad ideas during Mindez does Taskmaster. So...
I mean, I'm sure we will find out about that for sure. I mean, there is a lot of like a nice coloring and detail towards that as well. How long did that take you to create, though? That's the next question.
It took me over 2 days. I drew it out and then I colored it in the finest watercolors from Hobbycraft. So no expense was spared, and it is on fine art paper as well. Here is the real version of it.
Very, very nice.
Can I just ask a little bit about the logistics of this particular prize? Is it just the image, or do I actually have to give bad ideas to the winner?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Great clarity there. Thank you very much.
I understand. That's fine. No further questions.
All right, Mindez, how are you feeling about that one then?
I mean, I will never shy away from admitting that all my ideas are bad. Hence why we're all here today.
Sure thing. Right, shall we move over to our... Colin. Shall we move over to you then?
Hello, everybody. It's me, Colin. I am the actual teacher to the substitute teacher that's like, 2 doors down that way. I had a really, really good idea for my prize task, right? Except I bought it from the internet, and it was in Japan, and it did not arrive. I don't know why I felt the need to print out, proof that I ordered this prize. So, because my Shinx plushie did not arrive, right, I have instead hand-drawn this beautiful piece of artwork that Mindez could show on the big screen for me. And while you have a quick gander at that, I would just like to say, my commission slots are open if you'd like me to pencil draw you a Pokemon. One of my finest pieces of work, frankly.
Same question again, I guess, goes to you then, Colin. How long did this take you to create?
How long did this take me to create? I'm not going to lie. I spent about an hour doing that.
Okay. Are you proud of your design, of your drawing?
Not going to lie, yeah, I am. My art is absolutely atrocious, so the fact that it almost looks like a Shinx is pretty good.
I'm very honored by the fact that you have self-admitted your atrocities. That fulfills my still grey beating heart. So I appreciate that very much.
I'm nothing if not honest.
I mean, honesty does get you to some good places. I'll tell you that to everybody here. The more honest you are, the more spiteful you are. Then you never know. Colin, I'm impressed. That's why I'm going to leave it there. I'm impressed. So thank you for that. Right, let's move over to Steel Rose then.
Yeah. Do you have to?
I mean, it's part of the show, so I'm hoping that you would wittingly and accordingly talk about yourself. That's part of the show, surely, right?
Oh yeah, I've lost points already for that. Hi. So yeah, I'm Rose, and I do. Do I have to just go straight into the task thing?
You can talk about yourself. You can either go straight into the task. It's your segment. It's your segment.
Oh, we'll move it on as quickly as possible then. I wish I'm not last here because mine is clearly the worst of all of these prizes. And the most boring, so that will give you an idea of what's to come from me. But I am going for it's like a gift copy of a game. Which again, I believe the lovely Mindez has an image of. This is while true, learn, and then some brackets. I know nothing about like computer systems and stuff, so I don't know how you're actually supposed to say this. But this isn't even a new game or anything, but I saw this the other day and it instantly made me think of Mindez anyway. And then I was like, I could use that for the prize task. So basically, Steam says that this is a video game which involves puzzles and like a computer programmer and cats. And so I was kind of like, those are some Mindez boxes. There's a bit of a Simba-esque cat in there who wants to start talking to humans, and it's pretty cute and wholesome. And puzzles as well. So the description says it's for people who like smart cat, which I think we all are.
Sure. So Mindez, I've got some questions for you there upon this game presentation. How's your coding knowledge?
I mean, I am a lead software engineer by day job, so it's lacking, I'll say.
Fair enough. And how much do you like Lion King then?
Oh, Lion King? Oh, big fan of Lion King.
Okay, so there's some. There seems to be maybe some extra PA points there for sure. But the next question I think is going to be like, how's your feeling towards that specific scene with Simba and the thing?
Well, to put it another way, one of my cats is actually called Simba, so.
There we go. Then it's like it seems like there's some creeping elements there that you may not have thought about there that may just in turn give you some points. We're gonna have a think about like the concept of everybody's prizes here. But I think what we'll do just beforehand is we'll have a quick reflection. So, Chris, what was your prize again?
My prize was the Sonic OC in the golden frame.
So as we mentioned earlier on, I did give you some points earlier on again for the golden frame and for the fact that you put some money towards it as well. Not your own technical efforts, but you did pay somebody else to do it. I'm going to give you 3 points. So congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Huds, with the mug. Okay, with the mug. I'm going to give you...
Very useful, Taskmaster. Not only can you drink out of it, you can even wear it as a hat.
Okay, question. Mindez, can we do decimal points?
I'm going to say no. I have not extensively tested my scoreboard app.
Okay, Mindez, you get minus 2 points for that. Okay.
Oh, no.
I'm going to give you 1 point. The reason for that is that you defaced the wedding mug. You could have chosen anything else. You could have chosen a glass, but it had to be specifically your wedding mug. That is deplorable. So 1 point for you, okay?
Wow.
Poisonhoarder. Now, with the fact that you spent a few days on it as well, the wonderful watercolors and everything like that, I'm going to give you 4 points.
Thank you.
Okay, RPG. With your drawing as well, I'm going to give you 2 points. Because you did that within an hour, and within an hour, that's not bad, actually. That's not too bad.
Cheers.
Okay, and Steel Rose, again, with the While True Learn, the game that you have gifted. I'm going to say that your prize is the most appealing to Mindez in this situation as well, with the matter of fact of his job, with his cat name and everything like that. Let's give you 5 points. So congratulations. Right. I think it's now time for the first task, which I'm very, very excited about as well, because, again, all of the tasks that these guys do here, I have not seen anything. This is all first presentation towards myself as well. So, Mindez, shall we talk about the first task then?
Absolutely. We're going to see our contestants getting musical.
Okay. Task time.
What have I gotten myself into?
Ooh. Wax seal.
I like the attention to detail, I do.
Oh no, how do you open wax seals? I don't want to break it, it's so pretty.
So like the sad, sentimental little shit that I am, I'm going to take this little wax seal and put it in a box like a fucking trinket goblin. Right then.
Eh. That's the task complete, right?
Oh no.
Write and perform either a song about your favourite video game.
Or a diss track about your least favorite video game.
You may use any instruments or props that you have at your disposal.
You have 1 hour.
Your time starts now.
Well, fuck. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Fuck.
Okay. God, who likes video games?
This seems relatively promising from all of you lot here. The sure confidence, the sure stride in knowing exactly what you wanted to do. I'm I'm a little bit intrigued by the concept of your songs here. So, let's have a little chit chat between you guys here. So, who wants to start first and like give us a little bit of a context towards the understanding of why and what they chose towards their song of choice? I mean, without spoiling though,
I just make snap decisions.
I mean, snap decisions can result into good outcomes. So here's hoping for you. What about you, Huds? Then tell me, like, so your thoughts about this, to say the least.
I don't sing. I can't sing. Although I do enjoy singing when there's no one watching.
So you're a shower singer guy.
Oh yeah. Always have to have music on the shower. Always belting it out, especially at 5 a.m. to wake the wife up. Hopefully, all I can say is hopefully Mindez doesn't get a copyright strike.
Are you hoping for it to be that exact? That's the next. Like,
it's questionable. We'll see.
I mean, if we do get a DMCA strike, then you are the one responsible, and you're the one who's gonna have to pay the money. Okay. Steel Rose, what about your song then? Any thoughts towards it?
I don't want to watch it again.
Well, you're gonna have to. I mean, that's part of the show. You are going to be watching your own song, your own creation. You gotta be proud of your creations. I mean,
Actually, yeah, to be fair, sorry, I cut you off there. Minus points. To be fair, this is probably the task I'm most okay with out of all of them. But again, I very much am with Huds there that can't sing, definitely only sing when I'm alone. Sadly have no wife to wake up in the morning. Yeah, so now everybody gets to hear what nobody else usually does. Hang on, wait, that didn't make grammatical sense. But you know what I mean. Oh, yeah.
well, it's nice to hear the flip reverse of your confidence there. So thank you for that. Poisonhoarder, what about you then?
So I love singing, but I am bad at making decisions, and I'm not great at writing songs. So I panicked, and I think that's evident.
I mean, that sounds like very synonymous for just like lots of musical creators in a nutshell, regardless. So maybe that will play into your favor.
This will be a hit musical. It will be, streaming 2020.
Are we expecting to see it in in the big lights and everything like that?
Yeah? Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, we'll see. Chris, what about you then?
I went with the strategy of trying every single potential thing and then going whatever sticks. Much like many others, then I am not particularly good at singing. I enjoy it, but I'm pretty terrible at it. I own a million instruments and I can't play a single one of them. But I have written a silly song every once in a while, and I think I managed to tap into that a little bit.
Mindez, now you have seen all of the VTs.
I certainly have.
How are your ears afterwards?
Oh, there are some incredible songs coming up. Do you want to see how they got on?
I mean, just as a forewarning, I do have tinnitus, so please, nobody trigger my tinnitus, please. Okay, please let's roll the VTs.
All right, let's watch how they started to prepare for their songs.
let's go and have a quick thing. And by quick thing, I mean go upstairs and fetch my guitar.
Instruments or props? I don't have any instruments or props. Also, how long does it have to be? I mean, I'm not writing a whole 3-minute song.
I feel like I need a tune. I don't have anything musical here, that's the problem.
The wonderful thing about me is that I have a bunch of instruments, and I can't play any of them. We have a guitar, slide whistle, clown horn. You know, I realize that most of these you can't really play while doing a song. Guitar, I guess, but I'm bad at guitar.
This is Priscilla, by the way, everybody. She's lovely. I love her very much. We could do something like... Sonic Riders is a load of shit. Perfect. I'm probably not going to do the diss track about Sonic Riders because all I know about it is that it sucks.
I mean, you got to go with the diss track, right? It's all about the diss track. I can just imagine this bit being fast forwarded of just HUDs in longing thinking.
Let's. Okay. What video game are we gonna do?
What is my favorite video game? That's a good question. So, oh no. Quick thinking? That's what this is about?
So obviously, the simplest solution would be to go for what everybody knows that I like, which is Kingdom Hearts. You know, we could also do a diss track on Kingdom Hearts. Honestly, it's the kind of series that if you love it, you'll basically also hate it. I think that's a good idea. Alright, cool.
What video game should we do? What video game have I ever played where I've turned around and gone, you know what, that was shit. Hang on. I'll be right back. So we're turning to technology.
Oh fuck, it says about your favourite video game. So it's got to be about one specific Sonic game. What Sonic game am I going to do? Which one do I really fucking like? All of them a lot. Which one do I really like? Why would this be the hard bit?
Start brainstorming some ideas. I don't want anyone to take the mick out of me for putting Fortnite because it's not my favourite game, but I don't think I could write about my favourite games without doing some looking stuff up on my phone because I haven't played them in a long time. So it'll have to be current games that I'm playing.
Worst PlayStation games of all time. Fifth Element, no, never played that, never played that. How is South Park Chef's Love Shack on this list? That was a great game. MTV Celebrity Deathmatch. That was a thing?
Okay, favorite video games. Layton and Wonder Song. Those are the two that come to mind. I could probably write a good song about one of those. I'm a really nice person. I don't have any least favorite video games. There are video games that are bad, but I always find something I like about them. That makes it clear. I need to write a song about Layton or Wonder Song with the instruments I have at my disposal. Let's find something.
It's too serious. This is Kingdom Hearts. Let's see. Sock puppets. Definitely gonna be important for this. I like the idea.
I feel like maybe something cute, Animal Crossing-y. Fortnite would maybe have to be like some sort of a rap. Which would probably be better for me because I can't sing, so...
This place is less well lit, but we've got a kalimba. So I think that's going to be our instrument of choice. I don't have anything else. I think I maybe have some peas in the kitchen. I could do some percussion. We've got percussion.
Could just go for like, just drum on the table.
Drums.
I'm gonna need emotional support. Hang on. Kirby. My friend. Hey buddy. It's my Kirby. I need your help, Kirby. What do we do here?
Hello, Ted. Have you come to help me write a diss track? I hope so. You're not very musical, though, are you? No, you're not. Mr. Hudge, you got any ideas? Any games that you played that were particularly terrible? That blank stare is really helping.
Oh, it would have been really useful if I actually started the fucking recording when I pressed that.
Okay, tell you what. If this is like a diss track, they always go for like a really simple, like a 2-note sort of thing, maybe with a drum thing in the background. Like it'd be like, nope. Totally. I can't do that though with the melodica, can I?
Here we go. Ideas are forming. Ideas are definitely forming. Rockin' KK feels like the best one to be able to sing along to. No, I'm going back to Rockin' KK every time.
You know the song that I can't get out of my head is Kaiser Chief's Ruby. I'm just trying to think of a game that would fit in with that.
You know what I'm going to do while I'm doing this, actually? What would be a really good idea? If I use the voice recorder, while I'm doing it, to record the tracks, and then I could put them in Audacity and put them into one file. And that's, I mean, Tas doesn't say don't put it in Audacity and put it in a file.
We're going with Leighton. What's Leighton about? It's a puzzle game. It's got stupid logic, and there's big towers. There are some very good night themes that play on not kalimbas, but something like kalimbas. We could go like, I don't know. We'll find something. How's this sound for impression? It's melodic. I like it.
Too serious? I don't know. No.
There did be a lot of white noise though.
Hello everybody, I'm now recording in Audacity to see whether or not it picks up loads of fucking white noise. Now recording in Audacity. It doesn't! Oh!
It's not a problem at all! I'm gonna just play as that I've wasted my time on, and then we'll do it again in Audacity. That's fine. It's really hard to stay in time when, like, the fucking whole song is not... Like, this is way more complicated than I thought it would be. I'm not doing music production. I've decided this is not my calling.
I had a recorder one. I found a third instrument. If it's still where I think it is. There's a dog. She says hi. But we're not in here for the dog. We're in here for the harmonica. Okay, we've got 3 instruments and no words.
Let's do some fucking drums, shall we, lads? This is going to be atrocious. You know, actually, I'll be honest, when I'm finished with this song, this is going to be shite. But it's going to be the most good shite thing I've ever worked on.
It says perform. I mean, are we just expecting me to sing? Because that's terrible. Or am I expected to, like, you know, dress up and drag?
Right, that is honestly a work of fucking art. Maybe I should have gone. Or... Fuck it. We need to write some lyrics first.
I had a horrible feeling there was going to be a singing task in there, because I am just the worst singer and I do not sing. I write for a living and I've got in front of this camera now and there just are no words in my head at all.
What do we know about Kingdom Hearts? Let's see. Hearts, darkness. Xehanort. Don't know why am I writing these down? I know literally everything there is to know about Kingdom Hearts.
This feels like doing an exam I haven't revised for, but I absolutely have revised for this exam because I have been obsessed with Leighton for probably more than 10 years. So technically this should be the best Leighton fan song ever to exist.
What rhymes with hearts? This is going to be a big problem with this series. Hold up. Rhyme zone. Look, we all know it rhymes with farts. Fine arts. That's good. That's good.
This is gonna be so bad. It's not gonna rhyme. Do songs have to rhyme? Maybe I should have done a diss track. That probably would have been funnier. This is just gonna be so dorky. Maybe I should try and make it rhyme. What rhymes with 2? Surely quite a lot rhymes with 2. I'm gonna make cool rhyme with 2 and it's gonna be okay. Oh no. New rhymes with 2.
God, I need to think of things that rhyme. What rhymes with pillage? Fridge. Midge. Didge. Tidge. Bridge. Oh, bridge. That's a good one.
Sonic, he rolls around in a ball. All, full, ball, maul, call, doll, trawl, maul, gnawl, ball, paul. Fuck.
2 new crew. You. Why can't I think of any words that rhyme now? I want to write a line about my best friend on my island. I need a word in there that rhymes with 2 new and crew. Renew. 2. Oh no, then like the number 2. I've got 2 in there. Oh, maybe the number 2. Okay, that could work.
13 games, Donald Goofy died, there's death, there's drama, there's... mostly those 2 things.
I feel like I want to introduce this game to the world, right? Like this is the song that would play in like an ad that was re-releasing the entire series on Switch. Please. Please. It's Layton, he's here to solve puzzles. No.
I'm realizing now that I'm writing like a rap beat, and none of these things really carry themselves to a rap. Like at all. Hang on. You're not going to be super helpful, but I appreciate you.
I feel like I've got myself in a bit of a sticky situation now with the rhyming because now I have to keep it up.
So, we're introducing this game to the world. It's 2022. Level 5's come back to England, or to the Western world, and they've said, we're giving you Layton. All of it, all in one bumper package. This is what Layton is. What is Layton?
Okay, we gotta get to that darkness thing. I want to have like a thing where Mickey's like, "Say, fellas, did somebody mention the door of darkness?" But that requires a rhyme with darkness. Oh yeah, nothing rhymes with darkness. Lark is? Like something about how much of a lark this story of a lark is, or something. Hang on, that's not English.
Could she... Oh, fuck's sake, I can't read my own handwriting. Oh, no. Oh, that's a bad take. Oh, embarrassing.
Okay. Donald is the rubber duck. It's perfect. What the heck am I talking about? I literally have Donald and Goofy right here. This is perfect. Kirby can be representative of us, including literally everything, video game franchise-wise. Cool. I love, by the way, that I brought all these instruments out primarily for the ambience of music writing, because I'm not going to use most of these. This is Mickey Mouse. Classic. Copyright non-infringing.
I should have done this as interpretive dance with a spoken word fucking poem over it. That would have been perfect.
Maybe we do this from like the point of view of the apprentice Luke. This is the professor, he's so awesome. My little boy voice needs some improvement.
Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts!
This has been very exciting. It's shit, but it's exciting. I mean, the song, not the task. 10 out of 10 on the task. Very good. I love the wax seal. It's in the box.
Now, how am I supposed to remember all of this? Hang on. Excuse me. Perfect. This is exactly how I imagined this was going to end up. Me doing these Taskmaster things. Oh.
It's the perfect number of syllables. Okay, I think I'm done. The last line is ridiculous.
I mean, I think my songwriting is potentially questionable, but at least there's a nice rhythm in the background, and then there's some bass that's a pitch shifted down guitar. That is then, what's the word I'm looking for? Not in tune. Then there's some bad drums that are also barely in tune, and then there's some questionable lyrics. It's perfect. Mindez, I'm really sorry for the amount I've sweared already.
So after watching this, like, the first preparations for your first task, it's so far just filling me with a few emotions, okay? Which is, one is joy, one is concern, one is worry, one is anticipation, and the other one is fear. But then you kind of amalgamate it all together, and then I'm just gonna have to see what your creation is to actually to know what the emotion is. So I've got a few little things I need to say before we do anything, because to all of you, it's a wax seal. It's not hard to just to rip open. Like all of you look like you had like such a hard time trying to open just an envelope. I mean, props to you guys, props. But I've got to talk to Huds first, because yes, because let's just go over the whole course of your VT, okay? That was, I mean, I love one of the comments within the chat as well. That's just watching 5 people having a mental breakdown, because that is pretty on par with what we've seen here today so far. But Huds, I gotta notice the professionalism of your cameras as well. You got multiple angles and stuff like that. Do you think the cameras are gonna be like? Do you think the cameras are gonna be representational to the finale of your song? It's almost like, you put more effort into one part and then not the other. But there are some other elements of it as well, like the film noir element, where you're like looking into the distance and you're pondering. It almost felt like one of my trips to the toilets. But also, I feel like your cat stole more of the show during the VT.
I mean, I think you've just summed up my entire Twitch streaming career in a sentence, have you not?
I didn't. You did it for me. Also, the mention of Kaiser Chief's Ruby as well. Now, in my head, that song just reminds me of like the sounds of the main melody sounds like the existential dread of somebody having constipation. Now, Colin, let's go and move over towards you. Now,
can I just ask before you move on, Nico?
Okay.
Do you actually know what song which game Huds is doing?
Did you mention? No, you didn't mention a Sonic one, did you?
He didn't mention it a single time before actually doing the song.
That's actually a good point. Like, do you want to tell us?
I think it's
that a surprise for the actual song?
I think it's best kept a surprise.
Okay, Mindez, thank you for pointing that out, because not once did it actually occur to me there. So. But don't forget, to everybody who's watching as well, like if you enjoy one of the songs, make sure you throw down some money towards the pure lovingly and efforts that they have put towards us. Okay. First off, Colin, let's talk to you then. So during your VT there, like there's one point when you said about Priscilla. Priscilla is.
I mean, that's the name of the blue guitar. You can't see her.
Okay, because I was legitimately looking at your dog statue. I thought you were talking to your dog statue, saying like, you love it so much, and it said like, I mean, they're both inanimate objects, so I mean, less be said than that, I guess. But there are so many Sonic games as well that you could have chosen easily one game from the Sonic franchise, and that is Sonic 06, okay? But we've all been in one of those situations where we forget to record music, the digital audio workstation and stuff like that. This is Taskmaster. You shouldn't be messing up, my friend. You shouldn't be messing up.
I would say I did name the game. It's just that has been cropped out. But I will say as well, once my song starts, within about 0.1 seconds of it, I will name drop the game.
Perfect. I like I say, if it's not Sonic 06, I'm gonna be thoroughly disappointed. Chris, okay, let's talk about you then. So I'm genuinely impressed with all of the instruments that you had at your avail. Not even instruments, you had like statues and like, you know, figurines and stuff as well. And I love the fact that Kirby was there being your emotional support. It just brought a tear to my still heart, honestly. I mean, it looked like you were struggling so hard to even write a single word at the times. Like, I mean, how do you personally feel about, like, you know, the struggles, the ineptitude of writing music?
I spent like at least half my time pulling out instruments and playing them and deciding this isn't gonna work.
Such is the life of a creator, to say the least. Now, you also had to go to Rhyme Zone to rhyme hearts.
Of course.
You could have just used farts. That is like one of the most simplest rhymes like rhyming words that you could have chosen within the English language.
I knew farts was there, absolutely, but I figured maybe it was too easy. Maybe you would expect a fart. You know,
I mean, farts do appeal to the heart, so you see what I mean? There's the rhyme again. It's as easy as that, okay?
I completely get that.
And I won't lie, I hope you incorporated a squeaky horn.
I wish.
Damn, you might not be appealing to my kid-like heart there. Okay, Poisonhoarder. I'm actually a big fan of your fun piano. I'm actually a big fan. Like I did a lot of music in my earlier years as well, studying like instruments from all around the world as well. Fun pianos definitely has one of the nicer tonalities of frequencies that triggers into like an existential joy, to say the least. But it did look like you were having like the classic procrastination that every college student goes through. Would you tend to agree with that?
I mean, yes. My best creativity comes out in the last 5 seconds before I have to finish a thing. So I think, you know, you put coal under pressure, it doesn't turn into diamonds, but you put me under pressure and I turn into a hit song. So, yeah.
I mean, let's say we'll find out very shortly then. Steel Rose, I would have actually been like, could you give me a little bit of a teaser into the actual genre of your song? Because you did mention about rap at one point. Is that going to be coming through?
Sadly, it's not. I probably should have gone down the rap route, but it's not even. I don't even know. It's just a bit of a 50s vibe.
Okay.
You've got a bit of a hint, I think, in the.
It did look like you're having the biggest brain meltdown during the course of that all as well. But I do love like how towards the I do love how joyous towards the end of it you are as well. So I've got like a sliver of confidence for you right there. Now, Mindez, I'm gonna ask you this. Out of the 5 contestants that we have here, have you got a favorite, or do you want to tell me later?
It's not my job to have an opinion on that.
I
know that's a trick question. I'm not allowed to have an opinion.
All right, shall we watch them?
Absolutely. Who would you like to see first?
You know what? Let's start off with Huds.
All right, Huds it is.
Let's start off with Huds. He's the one who's most emotional about this. Let's go with Huds first.
All right, Huds it is. I have kept the music volume fairly quiet for what I would hope is obvious reasons. But here we go with Hud 601.
This is going to be nothing but a disaster. Da, 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 da. Let it never be said that Lara is dead, 'cause she dived off a cliff and onto her head. There is nothing I need except the Scion of 3, but I'm ever so pissed Natla's fucking with me. Lara, 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 Lara! Do ya? I gotcha, Uzi! Don't shoot me! Due to lack of ancient tombs to raid and pillage, let the games be reset and the story arc's bridged. Yes, 'cause there's nothing at all except the space in between, jumping for the secret and repeating your scream. Lara, 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 Lara! Ah! Are you falling to your death? Ah! Could you miss a platform? Ah! And you broke your legs. Ah! Could it be, you've run out of Uzi, and you're the oh, wait, I can't read that. It's fine. Suddenly, as you turn to face me, I see your triangle boobies. Okay, big finish. We ready? Lara! Ah, Nemo pixels! Ah, 'cause your boobies are so pointy! Ah, Lara! Ah, gonna put me in the eye! Ah, Lara! Done. Have some of that.
Wow. You know what? I will take a round of applause from all the contestants here because that was impressive, to say the least. All the claps as well in the chat for those who are watching right now. Okay, Hans, can we talk about things first?
Yes.
You did mention Kaiser Chiefs Ruby. You did mention it. So you just decided, scrap it. I can't make my own music. And you went with somebody else's music with the causality of possible DMs. So you knowingly were trying to almost corrupt things. Is that right?
I am not musical. I can't make music, so I figured I would do what all great artists do and steal.
God, that hurt me there. That hurt me. Because I've been, being in the music industry myself in my past, I've seen that happen many a times. So you're pretty much bang on the money, actually. But I will have to give it to you. Tomb Raider was a bold choice, especially seeing as many people know you for being a Sonic person. What are you holding there?
So these are my handwritten lyrics for it. And just to prove how shortcutty I am, not even making my own music, I couldn't even be bothered at times to write actual lyrics. I just wrote lines. I literally just wrote squiggles. And if you're wondering the bit that I couldn't read, it's because I literally just crossed it out and squiggled some bits on it.
Like, you didn't actually take all the notes that you've written and then solidify it into one, cleaner document. Not even a Word document or anything like that. No. All right.
I did manage to decipher them and did put the lyric on screen.
Thank you, Mindez. Yeah. 5 points for Mindez over here. 5 points for Mindez. Okay, so let's just talk a little bit about the lyrics. Now, your chorus lines made it turn more into Georgia the Jungle, I won't lie. And you did use Uzi a lot in your lyrics. It's a very sort of flow on flow word, if that makes sense. But I gotta hand it to you. The final chorus was the true pinnacle to any kind of musical ballad there. I will give it to you. That was very, very impressive. And it made the majority of people giggle behind the scenes there. So I will give you a congrats for that. But I'm gonna give you your score soon, because the anticipation for that song is gonna be the premise for everybody else's song that we're gonna come through. So, shall we go to Poisonhoarder next?
All right.
Are you ready to show off your song there, Poisonhoarder?
Sure.
Okay, Mindez, would you like to roll the VT?
All right, let's see Poisonhoarder's Ode to Leighton.
All right. I've got my lyrics. I've got my instrument. This is gonna be great. This is an unoriginal titled piece, Professor Layton. It's the professor and his boy Luke, who he stole from his father on adventures he took him. Also puzzles together. It's a great time. That guy's a robot, but it's fine. Professor Layton and his boy Luke. See that tower that soars in the background? No, it's not plot relevant, just thought I'd mention it. It's the professor, his boy Luke. finding lost futures and spectres' flutes. What's under the hat? It's a sad man. It's the professor and his boy Luke, counting and pardon, a sash and scarf, and here's where this holo goes to the harmonica because I don't have an accordion. And Flora's here too.
What a reveal at the end with Flora just scrolling onto the screen there. Like, congratulations on that one. That was. Now, you said to us earlier on that you don't think you got a good singing voice. Now, let's scratch that and actually, I'm going to be outside of my Taskmaster environment here. You got a lovely singing voice, okay? Now, give yourself some more confidence on that one as well. Back to Taskmaster. So, on the with your song as well. Now, with the on-screen animations, it definitely did help to fulfill the story as well, like to kind of give you a bit more emphasis of how it transpires to the lyrics. It's interesting for me as Taskmaster because the only thing I can really say towards that is the transition between the musical instruments. Like, you could have had an accordion. You could have run to like the local musical store.
I really should have.
You could have done that. You could have done that. But I mean, I forgot what's it called again.
Harmonica.
Harmonica. See, I've done music for all my life, and I don't know how to what the word for harmonica is. The harmonica was good enough, right? It was good
They're
enough.
They're interchangeable, really.
Sure.
Basically the same.
Now, the lyrics very original. I enjoyed it. I'm gonna have to come back to you on that one because that definitely exceeded Hudson's one. That definitely exceeded. Right, shall we move over to Chris? Are you ready to show off your general masterpiece that you may have made? Yeah, you may or may not have made.
No, let's go for it.
All right,
Mindez.
Here's Chris with his Kingdom Hearts diss rap.
Did you know that I'm a fan of Kingdom Hearts? The proof of smashing concepts together yields fine arts. We got Goofy and Donald and Twewy Neku too, and with Sora and Smash, there's nothing they can't do. We're like 13 games in, we've traveled far and wide. And at this point, both Goofy and Donald have died, at least once, on their own separate occasion. By the end of this, we won't have any Disney relation. Despite that, it's full of hijinks and fun, while also having that guy with the combo sword plus gun. Look at this series to define what a lark is, then cut to Mickey. Did somebody mention the door to darkness? How can you look at this and not squeal in joy? This is the kind of wholesome fun that I personally enjoy. And to all of you who say the plot is convoluted, then... yeah, you're right. That's never been disputed. But if you're still with me, then we're kindred spirits. Unless you're gonna play the gacha game, then I won't hear it. Was that good? Task complete.
Task complete. You had to let us know that the song was over because it just kept on going on, didn't it? Right?
No, sure. Let's go with that.
Yeah, sure. Now, I'm gonna have to talk a few things there because, as I mentioned earlier, I've been doing music for quite a majority of my life, and I have done several things that I may have an accelerative knowledge upon most people in this chat right now. Your flows, your rhymes, they weren't exactly on beat, were they?
I mean...
all the musical instruments that you had at your avail, it kind of gave you the essence of maybe you could rap on beat, but...
I will say, in my defense, I will push this one onto the Taskmaster's assistant who picked my beat. The original recording was without beat.
Okay, so so what, you're gonna blame my assistant then?
Yes, absolutely.
Mindez?
That's true. I got a half-finished song. Yes.
Okay, I'll let you off then. I'll put okay, Mindez, minus 2 points. I'm gonna give you a little bit of a leeway there, okay? So I'll let you off just this one time. Now, behind the scenes as well, there was some. Did somebody say that you just spoiled a little bit of the lore to some people? I've never played Kingdom Hearts there myself. So did you essentially spoil a little bit of the lore?
Not really. There were no.
You say
lore
not really,
spoilers.
but there's a little bit of a yes in there, right?
If you read the graph that I showed on screen, then you might have been able to conclude some things, but otherwise, not really.
It's a good job I didn't see that and I can't remember it, okay? So,
Excellent.
with all of that, let's move over to Steel Rose. Steel Rose, are you ready to show your one off?
I mean, these have been amazing so far, so no, but let's do it.
All right, Mindez, roll the VT.
All right.
Okay, I'm all ready to perform the song. So this is my version of Rockin' KK in celebration of New Horizons. In New Horizons, I hang with my friends and have fun. Told you I can't sing. In New Horizons, we live on an island in the sun. We live together on an island in the sun. We all live together on an island in the sun. Air guitar break. I can't play the air guitar. I can't believe I'm embarrassing myself like this. There's Sherb and Ellie and Tucker and Lucky are there too. Elvis and Eugene are cool dudes. They're both pretty new. Peanut, Norma, Frita and Eric, they complete the crew. Eric's my best friend and we snack together just us two. I take a wander to next cranny to take a look what they've got. Ladder's museum is relaxing. I like it a lot. Timing went off there. And at the Able Sisters trailers they get me looking hot to trot. Before I get a coffee at the Roost where Brewster serves it hot. One more verse to go. My very cool island, it needs some work, but it's fine. It's a great place to hang out and soak up lots of sunshine. Come and say hello in your dreams, the code you'll need is mine. DA36288857189. I missed a number! The last line went wrong, I missed a number! Got the last line wrong, but close enough.
So that was impressive. Again, claps in the chat for Steel Rose there. Claps, everybody. That was one of the more lyrical songs that we've had so far. I will say that because you actually did a great amount of referencing to the actual game, to your own environment of your own island. But here's the thing as well. Did you just release your code there for people to come visit your island? Is that what I saw there?
Yeah, you did. I didn't get it right, but thankfully Mindez came through with the text on screen. But it's not a finished island, so it was probably a bad idea because.
I mean, it's always nice to like throw down your unfinished work for other people to come and finish it for you. Am I right? So, but no, I'm going to give it to you. Like you did some very great referencing, some very great detail in your lyrics there. I will be a little bit of a stickler here. You did replace a bit of a portion of your lyrics with air guitar breaks.
What's wrong with it? You can't go wrong with an air guitar. Come on.
I mean, like I say, I'm expecting a handful of lyrics right here as well when you're just, playing about with your hands in the air, if you know what I mean. So, but you know what? I'm intrigued to see what's going to happen now after the DA code release and to see just how unfinished the final finished product can become. People in the chat, maybe you can go over to the island, maybe. Right.
I should point out as well the first thing that Steel Rose said was, "I'm not writing a full 3-minute song." That was 2 minutes 43.
Oh, so
close. I didn't even know that. Oh gosh.
I mean, at least it was original compared to Huds's Kaiser Chiefs Rubies. Right, should we go over to Colin and let's figure out what Colin has written for us today then, and find out if it's Sonic 06.
I mean, I have supreme confidence in my work, but
Okay.
I'm not sure how I feel about being last, because that means one of two things, clearly.
Well,
All right then, Mindez, are you ready?
yep, it's time to hear from RPG, and RPG.
2, 3, 4. Sonic 3 Year is a hell of a game. Eukaryotes can receive no blame for all the hard work he's done for us all. I wrote this song to say thanks. It has tons of available mods, like music and levels and onion string. DA Garden is a heckin' great time, and it also contains me, Colin Sonic. He is very cool, Sonic. He is very blue, Sonic. He rolls around in a ball. Robotnik's gonna fall. All the speedrunners are very cool dudes, like Ben and Tej and Nacho and Clov. There are too many here to name. The hot guys are right as well, I suppose. Sonic, he's very cool. Sonic, he's very blue. Sonic, he rolls around in a ball. Robotnik's gonna fall. Sonic 3 Year is a hell of a game. Eukaryotes can receive no blame for all the hard work he's done for us all. I wrote this song to say thanks.
Claps. Yeah, let's do some claps for that one. Right. So, Colin, you literally played yourself, Colin.
Literally.
Like here was me just like, randomly giving you a name, Colin, but no, you actually played your own character of Colin. So before we do anything, for people who may not be aware, tell us a bit more about Colin then.
So I put the voice on. I don't know why, but I used to just use this voice for protagonists. And the very first protagonist I voiced in a game while I was playing it on stream, I called Colin, and I don't really know why. And it's just sort of stuck then. This is the wholesome Colin voice, and he's the main character. Does my voice not scream protagonist?
I mean, like, it should be more. I can't even give like a theoretical sense to Colin there, but we'll just acknowledge that Colin is here right now. I love the fact that you played well to your own enhancement mod of Sonic 3 Air, which is, again, I'm sadly disappointed you didn't pick Sonic 06, the best game ever of Sonic. So, supersedes Sonic Boom. Okay, by the way, but you know what? With the environment of Colin, I'll say that whilst the chorus being quite simple of lyrics, it plays well to the general environment. Let's just leave it at that. I'll say there's some nice call out to speedrunners there, which even Huds as well. So you know what? That was a pretty well produced little song, and they actually relatively had things more or less in time, which is considerable to everybody else here. I mean, I'll say the most in time compared to everybody else here as well. And the most self-produced track also. Right. Mindez, so before we start giving scores then, have you got any closing thoughts towards all 5 songs here?
I just want to say I think they're all absolutely incredible. Like, to RPG especially, to have like a fully produced song with like all 4 tracks all combined together, that made my editing job super easy. But no, I like genuinely, like, I think they were all utterly fantastic, and I cannot thank each of you enough for putting so much effort into that task.
It was definitely musically inclined, and again, you appealed to my musical heart there. So let's give some points, shall we? And then after these points givings, we'll show the scoreboard of who's in the lead. So, who should we start with? Huds. Right. So I'm gonna give you. You're leaving me at a predicament here between 2 and 3. The reason I'm probably going to give you 3 is the saving grace of the boobies at the end of Tomb Raider's Lara Croft's pointy boobies, as you mentioned. You appealed to everybody's PlayStational hearts. I'm going to give you 3 points, okay? Okay, let's go with Chris then. Let's go with Chris. I'm going to give you 2 points. The reason being, you didn't have to show off the true lore point of all the story of where Kingdom Hearts goes and stuff like that. That could have spoiled it for somebody like myself who has never played Kingdom Hearts. So, and that's it. That's my only reason. I'm going to give you 2 points there, okay? RPG. Now, I'm going to give you 4 points. I'm going to give you 4 points. I would have liked a little bit more of a lyrical chorus. I mean, like maybe a difference on the third chorus that comes through. However, it was a very well-produced track, so I'm going to give you 4 points. Poison Hoarder. I'm actually going to give you 5 points. The reason for it, you sung beautifully. You use some fantastic instruments there. Again, the fun piano appeals to me very, very well. And the actual, like, the lyrics as well, going towards to it all. Well done. Just well done, okay? And okay, let's go for Steel Rise then, shall we? I'm gonna give you 3 points. Because, I mean, with Mindez's editing as well, it did actually make it a nice little piece of production there. And you actually did do some very, very good lyrics. Now, the only issue I'm going to give you is more confidence. Instead of saying, okay, this is the next one, this is the last one, this is the next one, you need to be more confident in yourself. So for that, 3 points. Okay, right, so where are we on the leaderboard right now then?
All right, if the leaderboard works, because as I say, it's not been particularly fully tested, we have Poison Hoarder in the lead with 9 points, Steel Rose behind with 8, RPG with 6, Chris with 5, and Hood trailing behind with 4.
All right then, so that was a very first interesting task that we've had so far. I'm anticipating more insanity to come. Right, my PA, what's next then?
All right, so we're going to do the first live task of the show. We're going to be having 3 live tasks throughout the show. Now, when the task packs were first sent out back in September, they all contained sealed envelopes. So each of our contestants has a sealed envelope. And I'm going to be calling on some of them to open them throughout the course of this show. For the first one, I'm hoping I can remember who's got which envelope. Poison Hoarder, could you open up Appendix B and read out the task inside?
I can. See, this one doesn't have a wax seal, so it's easy to open.
Mm-hmm.
I say, failing to open it. There we go.
TikTok.
Oh no. Starting with a different person each time, each player in turn has 10 seconds to say a 5-letter word. At the end of each round, the Taskmaster selects one letter of the alphabet that must not be in any five-letter words in future rounds. If you use a banned letter or repeat a 5-letter word that has already been said, you are eliminated and the current round ends. The player that lasts the longest without being eliminated is the winner.
Oh boy, even I'm gonna have to spend some time to get this mentally accurate. Okay, so I've got to select one letter of the alphabet. That must not be in any 5-letter word in future rounds.
So we'll get five letter words from each of our contestants. You'll name a letter, and if anybody cannot name a 5-letter word that does not have all the letters that you have said up to that point, then they will be eliminated.
I'm going to entrust on you, Mindez, to actually keep this more in plan because I don't have the most cleverest brain. Like this is a kind of task that's only meant for the mentalists, for the greats, the wisest. So let's hope that's you, right?
All right. So
all right.
Yeah, we're gonna go through each contestant one at a time, and you're going to say a 5-letter word. You must not repeat a 5-letter word that has already been said at any point during this task, and you must not use one that is a Taskmaster banned letter. So we're going to start with Poison Hoarder. If you can say a 5-letter word, and we're going to go clockwise. So we're going to go from poisonhoarder to RPG, then Steel Rose, Chris, and then Huds.
Okay. Horse.
Horse. RPG.
Penis.
Absolutely. Steel Rose.
Sweet.
All right, Chris.
Horde.
Horde and Huds.
Paper.
Paper. All right. So we have horse, penis, sweet, horde, and paper. Which letter would you like to ban for the next round?
A.
All right. So no 5-letter words with the letter A in it. So we're going to start with RPG this time.
Chose.
Chose. Steel Rose.
Until.
Until. Chris.
Round.
Round. Huds.
Scene.
All right. Almost came up on time. Poisonhoarder.
Clips.
Clips. All right. Ban another letter.
S.
All right. No A's, no S's. Starting with Steel Rose.
Feign. Feign.
Feign. All right. Chris.
Tilde.
Wow.
Good word. Huds.
Oh no. I'm not good at words.
2, 1, and Huds is eliminated.
Oh, I just thought of one. Too late. We're not going to give you a second chance, all right?
Oh, mate.
All right. Poisonhoarder.
Mount.
Mount and RPG.
Trout.
Trout. Good word. All right. What is the third letter to ban?
Okay, T.
All right. No T's from now on, please. Starting with Chris.
Oh, crap. Oh no.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Color?
Chris is eliminated, unfortunately.
Unlucky
sorry,
there. You're right up just on the 0 mark. We can't take it. We can't take it.
Unfortunately not. Boy.
Round.
Round has already been said.
Oh no! No!
So
This is
Poisonhoarder
why
is
you
also
gotta use
eliminated.
like a Word document on your own PC to be tracking down the words, just like Mindez is, okay?
RPG. Three.
Red.
2.
Which has illegal
Which has an
letter.
A in it. It gets hard when we get to 4 letters. All right, Rose. In fact, no, that's it. That's it. Everybody's eliminated apart from Rose, so Rose gets 5 points.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
That was a much shorter game than I thought it would be. Excellent.
Just like watching you guys there, like, you know, watching your brains race there, just makes you guys are cleverer than me anyway. Like, I would have been out in the first second if you know me, because I don't do words good. But I got to applaud everybody there because that was some quick thinking. So congrats, everybody. Congrats. Right. So let's have a look at the scoreboard then, shall we?
All right, moving on to the scoreboard. We now have Steel Rose in the lead with 13 points, taken over Poisonhoarder with 12, RPG with 10, Chris with 7, and Huds again trailing behind with 5.
Steel Rose, how are you feeling right now? Are you confident you're going to keep that lead?
Absolutely not. You know that's the answer.
I mean, I was expecting it, but still, at the same time, like, have the self-confidence. I want you to tell me that you can win, okay?
Well,
Just like
it's
everybody
nice
else
to
say,
hold it.
you all can win. You all can win. You got to tell me you got to win because, you know, you could influence some points later, okay? All right, Mindez, are we ready for the next task?
Absolutely. We are going to have a bit of a break from live tasks, and we're going to do another live task, and it's going to be Huds to read this one.
Ooh. Here's Appendix B. Let's open it up and see what it contains. It contains more paper. And on the paper it says... Oh no. Perform the best celebrity impression charity appeal. You have 15 minutes to think about and practice your celebrity impression while we have a short break. Contestants will take it in turns to use their celebrity impression to perform a 30 to 60 second appeal for charity, ending with the phrase, "Every donation is appreciated, so please give generously." You will get a bonus point if the Taskmaster or Taskmaster's assistant can identify your celebrity without any further hints. In the meantime, everyone watching should go and have a stretch, refill their drinks, and take 15 minutes to refresh before the second half of the show. The break starts now.